But I'm not terrified of clown movies because when I was 6 years old, my babysitter made me watch the original Stephen King's It. This same babysitter, which was later hailed as like a hero in the town I was living in, because she was babysitting some other kid, and like the house caught on fire, and she took the kid and left the burning house, and everyone was like, oh, what a hero. She was in the papers because yeah, a house caught on fire and she left. It's not like she ran back into the house. It's like, oh, good for you, you left a burning building, congratulations. I like to answer questions that I get on YouTube, so let's get to it. Hey Sean, we're getting into some Egyptian cool music and I want to know more about the scales used that give that Arabic sound to them. What are the names and how do I make them sound cool? Yeah, so I think I might be doing some kind of like more exotic scale lessons. I think the Egyptian scale, as I've had it taught to me or explained to me, is really cool. It's kind of like the minor scale, kind of like the harmonic minor scale, so just kind of like a preview. If you do A minor, okay? Straight up A minor scale. You can turn that into the harmonic minor by taking the 7 and raising it. So if this is the A minor scale, it's 5, 7, 8, 5, 7, 8, 6, 7. That would be harmonic minor. The Egyptian scale is the same thing as harmonic minor with a sharp 4. So 1, 2, 3, sharp 4, 5, 6, sharp 7. So you can kind of play that over like an A minor chord. So that's kind of like one way to use what I consider the Egyptian scale. I think there's a lot of different ways to kind of talk about that, but just a little preview into maybe some upcoming exotic scale videos. Take that harmonic minor scale, sharpen the 4, and then just kind of jam out and do some cool stuff with it. Okay, here's the thing. The blues is already a dying genre, and then you have these arrogant jerks like this that instruct new players the pentatonic scale is bad and leave a sour taste in players' mouths. Then, when there's false narrative that a certain scale pattern is bad, this is an immensely poor decision on your part to post this condemning video on the most used scale pattern in, are you paying attention, Sean? Rock, blues, country, jazz, soul, funk. So pretty much every facet of music uses the pentatonic scale patterns. Instead, teach how to use other scale pattern boxes to include with the use of pentatonic to just help bring variation to the song being played. But to state that pentatonic is bad for someone, just not true. It's getting stuck in the pentatonic rut that forces a budding guitarist to grow and develop their own style and approach. By stating something's bad, you're forced to not even use it at all. Someone will be playing everything but blues pentatonic notes because of a suggestive ass like yourself, bud. I rethink this and remove her this ASAP. Due to the fact no one is totally misleading. Oh my God. It's so salty. I can't even get through it. I mean, is the blues really a dying genre? I kind of feel one of the great things about the blues is that it's always kind of dying, but still holding on for dear life. I mean, it's never like the blues was mainstream pop music, as far as like recorded music has been concerned. I feel the blues is in a fine place. Blues guitar instructional videos are always kind of like the most searched videos. A lot of cool blues stuff going on. In fact, I'm going to a blues concert tonight. Keb Mo, the man, my favorite blues guitar player. So as salty as this comment is, I kind of feel like the blues is in fine shape. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. I know that like a lot of like rock music seems to be on the outs. Blues music seems to be strong. I don't know. Could be wrong about this. I'd love to hear your comments. You know what they say, the best way to get over your ex-premium men's hair product is to get a new one. So ever since I sadly ended my relationship with Hanz de Rebound, I have been on the rebound, just plowing through other men's premium hair products. Paul Mitchell, Vidal Sassoon, you name it. It's been in this hair. I'm not proud of it. That's just kind of what it is right now. And hopefully it's just a phase and I'll get back to maybe a more peaceful, steady relationship sometime soon. Sean, my dude, how does one go about adding drum tracks or samples to a song without access to drums? Have any tips or resources you could endow us with? So when you're doing home recording stuff, percussion can be really the most difficult and challenging aspect of it because not everybody has access to a drum kit, knows how to play a drum kit, can record a drum kit. But using samples, which a sample is just kind of like a pre-recorded, possibly percussive sound that you can put onto a grid in a DAW, which again, I'll probably do once I start getting into more of the home recording videos. I'll definitely go over that in more detail too. But basically, it's just about either taking a piece of software or just actual captured samples, which maybe you can do yourself. Like a lot of people can get creative, like Bonobo, Bibby are two artists I really like as far as using their own samples. Flying Lotus is like another artist that is incredible at using samples, just again, pre-recorded sounds from anything turned into like a drum kit. So the best thing to do is to take like a DAW and again, just like a recording software, and then just take those, put them on like a downbeat, like if you have like a metronome, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then just kind of like put it on every downbeat and then just start mixing stuff up. Now, there are different software programs that do that. I'm a big fan of the Native Instrument stuff. They have a program called Battery, which comes preloaded with tons of different samples, and I think they sound really great. You can actually input your own samples into different battery kits, as they're called. It also comes with stuff like Modern Drummer, Easy Drummer, Superior Drummer are other pieces of software that are really cool that will kind of give you different loops that you can record, because I do think having some kind of percussion, even if you don't end up using it in the final part of the mix when you're home recording, is really essential to staying on time. I remember when I first started doing home recording stuff, I had a lot of timing issues because maybe I wasn't used to practicing with the metronome, and even just clicking, using a click track or a metronome and just having that steady click, I would get off time in between the clicks. Even though my downbeats were on time, my recordings weren't really that tight. And once I started actually tracking to pre-recorded just loops of maybe like a fuller drum kit sound, I noticed they actually got a lot better. So having some kind of sample-based or drum kit loop ideas in what you're just practicing to or recording, I think is like a really positive thing to do. And again, Native Instruments Battery is the one I use, but hopefully I'll be doing some demos on some other ones too soon. All right, for listening homework this week, we're going back in time to when Phantom Planet was still pretty cool. And this is probably my favorite Phantom Planet song, Know It All. Nasty, nasty bass riff. Kind of a band who seemed to be most famous for the actor Jason Schwartzman being part of it during the heyday. But they definitely have some cool songs. Again, I love the bass riff for this song. Check it out. And if you have any questions or comments, hit me up in the comment section, Instagram, Twitter, or the website, and I'll talk to you all soon. Thanks a lot.